Hello guys, so one thing you can ask is why to even learn about data, why data matters, why are we even suffering about that, right? And why are we even talking about that? So I want you to know that data helps to understand things, right? So one advantage is, let me just note it down, uh, understand things as they really are. So I can just show you the some data. This is yield and this is rainfall and yield of any crop like apple or mango or wheat or something, anything like that which you can eat, right? And this is the yield and this is rainfall. This is a very small data, right? I just have some data points, but if this data is like a long line, let's say we can just 10 million rows, right? Which is possible. You will see we will have data sets with a million lines, right? So you can't figure it out by just seeing it and scrolling it down, like what this data really says, like what is the relationship between the rainfall and the yield. Is the rainfall is good for the yield or it is bad, or you can not answer these questions as you see the data itself, right? So you have to visualize it or plot it somewhere, right? So from that you can answer all these questions, and all this will be possible with these observations you have recorded somewhere, right? So understanding things, if you want to understand different aspects about something which you have to take care, you will want to record the observations of that event or of that thing and note it down, and then use data science to retrieve or to answer all the questions you have in your mind, and we will see how we will do that, right? Okay, so one the advantages, it helps understand things and it will tell what the relationship between the yield and the rainfall. So let's just say I just plot it somewhere, right? And I make a graph about it. So by convention, on the y-axis, this is my y-axis, right? And this is x-axis. So on the y-axis is my what you can say, uh, dependent variable, and dependent variable is my yield. So rainfall will decide what my yield will be, right? So there is rainfall, sorry about my handwriting, and there is yield, right? And yield can be of wheat. Okay, that's what keeps you alive, right? Okay, so as I see my rainfall, described that as the rainfall increase, so does my yield increase, right? But when it rainfall increase like this limit, rainfall increase and increase, it goes beyond that limit, my yield start to decrease. This is that's the relationship I just discovered by plotting this data. So the second advantage which I want you to know that is, let me just write it down. The second advantage is, how can you say that, it helps to predict future behaviors. So as we know from our data, as the rainfall is increase like beyond a certain limit, or you can say it just heavily rainfall this year, so we can just predict that our wheat will be our yield of wheat will be not very good, or we will take measures for that, right? We will import the wheat for our country or something like that, right? So it helps all the main motive of this discussion is that the data helps to understand things, and then it will just give you the idea about your concerned variables, you can say that, right? So I know that if the rainfall is more, I have to take care of my wheat, because it's not going to very well for my wheat and things like that, right? So data will help you if you like talk to it, or if you interpret it in the right manner. So this was all about why data matters, and we will see about it in our further lectures.